My sister-in-law lashed out at me for calling my wife the most beautiful woman in the world in front of her. Now she's asking me who's hotter. I, 29, am a doctor, and my wife is in another high-demand, high-pay field with long hours. I have recently been working more odd hours, as opposed to my wife's normal 8-about-6 routine. As such, we have not really seen much of each other for about a week. We're also just normally very lovey-dovey, cuddling, and all that stuff. We make sure not to do PDA, and keep it not sexual most of the time. Also, her sister, 33, has recently divorced from her husband, for reasons that are irrelevant in my opinion. Just for context, her sister had an Indian-style arranged marriage and does not see the point of love marriages in general. She is taking this quite hard, as in India, where she got her previous marriage from. There is sadly a lot of stigma surrounding women who have divorced, which means if she doesn't find a love marriage, she will likely be all alone for the rest of her life, as very few people will want to arrange a marriage with her. I personally think the whole concept of arranged marriages is fine, but a lot of the standards and stigmas surrounding it are quite backward. So, my sister has been staying with me and my wife. We're okay with it and she's honestly a very nice roommate, always cleaning up after herself, super respectful of rules in the house. Recently, my wife and I got lucky. I had my workday end at 5 on Friday, and she came home early. We were pretty excited and once we were both home we were together. We decided to watch a movie together after a while, and we were lying on the couch cuddling, sweet talking to each other a little bit. Her sister came into the room and sat down on the other couch and watched the movie. We weren't really saying anything TBH, just stuff like how we missed each other, how it was so painful to be without each other, how we loved each other a lot, that sort of stuff. I was trying to be soft because the sister looked like she was actually watching the film, but at one point I just held my wife's face and told her you're the most beautiful woman in the world. I didn't notice it at the time but I believe that was when her sister left the room. Later on in the night, after my wife had gone off to prepare for bed, her sister came out and yelled at me. She basically accused me of cuddling with my wife specifically to mock the fact she doesn't have a husband anymore, and that I was saying that she wasn't beautiful when I told my wife she was the most beautiful. I tried to calm her down, but she got more riled up, fixating on comparisons between my wife and her, getting a bit too close to me for my liking, and asking me questions like what makes her hotter than me. She then held out for a hug, crying a bit but I shook my head because I was a bit concerned about how she went from yelling at me to wanting physical comfort. Eventually, she just backed off and said okay, tearfully, and walked away. Am I the a-hole for saying it? Should I have hugged her?